Hey, good morning. I just wanted to talk while I was getting ready about a trip I took yesterday to Sephora, not Sephora. I'm thinking about Sephora, but I'm not going. I actually haven't been to Sephora since I want to say the beginning of November or the end of October. Staying away from beauty is actually quite easy for me. However, what I want to talk about is the fact that once I go to like any type of specialty shop for like food, that's where I kind of go nuts. And yesterday I went to Eataly. I posted a short about it, although I didn't really talk too much about the expense, but more the experience. Except for the lunch, is that you could easily spend a lot of money in there, just like you can easily spend a lot of money at Sephora. First thing I'm doing is my unseen sunscreen, SPF 50, although past 30 is not really necessary, but it's what they had, so I took it. Um, so yesterday at Eataly in Manhattan on the 23rd Street Flatiron store. Oh, that was not good. I just splattered myself with my primer. I spent about, I want to say $350, 360. And I kind of knew I was gonna spend a lot of money there, but I'm still always surprised at how much I actually spend versus what I get. And this is, I feel like maybe how people are about Sephora. Like you go in to buy one thing and then you end up coming out with like $500 worth of products and stuff. So I wasn't going to Italy for specifically one thing, although one thing was the main reason why I went, which is to get a gift for my mother-in-law for my husband, Joe, whom I already have the gift for my mother-in-law, but he needed something and I said, listen, there's a really nice Italian place that has like Italian made items, and they have like soap special Italian soaps that come with a hand painted little saucer for them. Really beautiful and quite unique. And so I said, you know what? Let me go there. I'll get that for your mom. And of course, while I'm there, I'm going to buy some of the items that I love to buy at Italy, which I talked about in the short, which includes their fresh pasta, their, I did raviolis, I did agnolotti, which is like a little meat-filled pasta. It looks like a tortellini. I use it for soup. And the sausages. And then, of course, they have panettone. They have other, specialty desserts and coffees and things like that. I'm going in with I'm still, I mean, it's at the bottom, but stuff still keeps coming out. I don't really use that much, honestly. It's just to do a light coverage. This is why things last forever with me. So, yeah, so I got that. And I got a gift for Sophia, a dessert gift. And I got a gift for Joe, another food gift. So you can give food gifts. I think, honestly, food gifts are pretty good. Um, especially if they're very special and you don't use it a lot at a time and you eat it a little bit of it at a time, and it lasts for like it's not like, oh, just gonna eat like a bag of cookies and then I'm just gonna eat them over a couple of days and that's it. No, this is stuff that will draw out. I don't want to talk about what they are because my daughter's probably watching. I didn't bring my mirror in here, so I'm gonna use the phone. So, I also bought like little items like anchovies from Cantabria and what is this? Some fresh packed sardines, like really like specially done stuff. I also bought some salt, which I shouldn't have bought. I didn't need to buy salt. It just said it's from Puglia salt, so I bought it. Anyway, the point of my story is that on Saturday, not Saturday, on Saturday, I went to the grocery store and I bought $179 worth of groceries. And I bought like a week's worth of groceries. So it was great. Great purchase. Then yesterday afternoon, I bought $279 worth of groceries. Now, granted, some of those things are gifts. Yeah, so I'm not going to beat myself too much about it. But I would say on the food that I'm going to consume, I would say I spent almost that amount in a couple of items that I did at Food Town with my food club card. So I obviously went over budget in terms of the groceries this month. Like instantly. So it's not, the danger, it's honestly not just Sephora. It's not just the clothing. It's not just jewelry or the bags or Amazon hauls or whatever, Temu haul. It's everything. Like everything has its danger. And you just have to be, diligent whenever you do any type of shopping, because people have, weaknesses in every department, right? So mine is specifically food, because, I'm not much of a makeup person, but I like handbags and all that, and I buy some of the alternates for things, and that's fine because I can do it and they look great. I'm not gonna buy alternate handmade sausages. Like things that I need to spend money on, I'll spend money on. So yeah, there are certain food items that I know I want to buy high quality. And so that's where I'm going to spend the money, because that's where you can really tell the difference. Not so much in buying certain other things. So that's my weakness. Anyway, I know you can't see, I know. But for me, I can barely see it, but honestly, in real life, I really do not want to look like I have blush. So I make it very subtle. Actually, I have this mirror. I forgot to put my bronzer thing. So anyway, yeah. So I came back almost $300 lighter in my pockets. And lunch, I thought it was the lunch special of $26 for a little appetizer, a pasta, and it turned out to be 52, and I got confused. I think the pasta alone was 26, and that was the special. And I paid for the appetizer, and I paid for my glass of wine. So yeah, I posted that in the short. Like I thought the lunch was actually $52 because I think I talk about it being, oh, it's only $26 special for, no, 52. So I continued shopping. So I did get some Christmas gifts. And yeah. So that's that. Yeah, I'm going back to school today. I was going to go to a PD, professional development for geometry, and my boss said no. Come back to work. And I'm like, totally fine. I had everything prepared for today's lesson anyway, and so that's fine. I'm using a setting powder. I don't know how much this actually sets anything. I'm using it because it's part of the palette, and I'm just gonna have fun with it because I bought it. This was the last thing I bought at Sephora, and so I am making the most of it. I'm watching a lot of no-buy YouTube, and I'm watching a lot of small content creators. And I think I am going to try and stick to doing that as much as I can, because I feel like the other YouTubers, especially if you're big, are turning into just shopping channels. And they just talk about what they bought, or they're pushing some type of product around their content. And I feel it, I'm not going to say it's malicious, but it's a little sneaky because they kind of blend it in there. And it just feels so natural. And then when you watch a content creator who only has like 180 subscribers, or like me, I only have like 62 subscribers. I know for sure that the content I'm getting, at least I think I know, is going to be just authentic and genuine, because they're not motivated to push anything. Like obviously some people eventually, I'm gonna use this, what is this? It's a Louis Vuitton sample that I got. Some of them obviously are trying to get towards the point where they do push stuff, and I can tell. As there's one, yeah, she wants to be a shopping channel. She's not yet. She's got a couple of what is it? A couple of sponsored partner things that she's done. That it doesn't come around, but she's like so excited to get those, and I'm like, you know what? I'm already not interested. If that's like what you're pushing for, so you can just become a shopping channel and just push stuff, then you're just the modern version of a traveling salesman. I was talking to Joe about this. It's like now everybody just wants to be just pushing stuff. It's like the back in the day when the guy when someone came to your door like with a knife sharpener or the encyclopedia thing, or just selling you some vacuum or something from way back in the day, selling you things you don't need, just trying to make it sound like this will change your life, all of that. I mean, I don't know if it really went away, because obviously stores and companies want you to buy that stuff, but I feel like it's come back full blast. Like before it was just on the QVC channel. Now it's morphed into every aspect of what you're watching, especially TikTok, which I don't watch TikTok. I'm not on it. I've never been on it. And honestly, the more I hear about it, the more I'm glad I'm not on it. Although YouTube Shorts are kind of similar, or Instagram Reels are kind of on the same vein, and I'm like, so that's enough for me. I'm like, okay, I don't need to also add TikTok. So, right now my content is really authentic. I just talk about, what I'm interested in. Will I ever get monetized or brand deal? If I get monetized, great. So then I just make ads, make money from the ads that YouTube would just normally push anyway. So that's fine. Will I take actual sponsorships? Probably not. Because like that's not the point of my channel. The point of my channel is to have is to be like a diary, a vlog of my life and my stories and things I'm thinking about, things I'm interested in. Yes, there is some shopping. Well, we all have some shopping in our life, and I'm also going to talk about how I'm trying to change that as well. So it's an evolution of me and who I am as a person, for my daughter in the future, and for myself in the future. Actually, I bet I'm gonna be 90. Hopefully I get there. And I'll be like, I want to watch some of that stuff from the good old days when I was young and what I was thinking. And I think that will be fun. So, and also it's for my mom, who I don't see every day, so she has an opportunity to see me. See me without seeing me. Anyway, so I'm trying to watch more content like that, because it gives me kind of a reminder of what YouTube used to be. It used to be just people coming on and talking about their stuff, things that interest them, things that they're good at, advice, like genuine advice, without having any marketing be a part of it. And so I appreciate that. I'm gonna do my favorite pencil. This is the only eye thing eye product I use, other than my mascara and my eyeliner. I really don't use eyeshadow. I bought eyeshadow thinking I would try and get myself into it. I've done it a few times and it's never worked out. Like I just don't use it. Maybe one day I'll get into it, but I have yet to. And until I get into it, I'm not going to buy products for something I'm not into yet. So yeah. So also, like, not watching this content of like the shopping and the stuff is forcing me to get very creative again, which I love. I'm creative with my makeup, like doing things with what I have to get a look or an effect that I want without buying something. I find that's actually a lot of fun. Same thing with my wardrobe. Like, I'm not buying clothes. That outerwear jacket was the last thing I bought. And I am not, oh no, no, that's not true. I bought 2 sweaters, the teddy bear sweaters, one of them which I gave to Sophia. That's the last thing. So I'm into like sweater content because I notoriously am cold in the winter and I really didn't have any sweaters and I never bought sweaters or good quality sweaters. I started buying good quality sweaters this year, but I'm good now. I'm not gonna buy any more sweater. So I'm good with that, and I'm good with all clothes like jeans, pants, shoes. I want some Chanel style ballerina flats, but I'm gonna hold off on that because I need to pay Sophia's tuition, which is due on the December 20th. And I already moved all the money I had out in my high yield savings account, which was actually not a lot. It's $4,500. So now I'm back down to zero with that. I have to start all over again. That happened in August. So the good news is that I can accumulate about $4,000 to $5,000 in 3 months, which is all I had to collect this money. But now after I pay this, I have to get another $3,000 in January, which is why I took on all this extra work at work. And then I'll pay that off, and then I'll have a good 6 to 7 months to collect the money for the fall. Yeah, and I am starting to pay back more consistently. I finally signed up online to pay back my student loan, of which I owe $2,500, and then I want to start paying back Sophia's loan while I'm still paying for her loan. So I have a lot of plans for my money, and buying a lot of stuff is not one of them because I really do need to stop. I can see how it becomes an issue, especially if you haven't done it for a while. I start getting that itch to look and to watch people. I still watch people content. Even though I unsubscribe, it's still coming up on my feed because I have to go on my phone, and when I see this content, I have to put not interested. Otherwise, even though I'm not subscribed, it'll still come up. So yeah, those are my thoughts for this morning. Those are my talking points for today. I know I did a couple of things, but this is how it is. This is how I have a conversation. So hopefully it's okay. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.